Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
RT World News. October 5, 5:15 America, New York. African nation, on alert, over Ebola outbreak. Nigerian health officials are concerned that the deadly disease may spread from Uganda. A Nigerian health watchdog has called on the nation to be on alert over an outbreak of Ebola in Uganda.
Washington Post World.
October 5, 5:10 America, New York. Iran says detained Iranian-American, 85, heading to Oman. An 85-year-old Iranian-American held by Iran has left the country for Oman.
New York Times World News.
October 5, 5 o'clock America, New York. U.S. aims to turn Taiwan into giant weapons depot. Officials say Taiwan needs to become a porcupine, with enough weapons to hold out if the Chinese military blockades and invades it, even if Washington decides to send troops. Taiwanese military exercises in July.
New York Times World News.
October 5, 4:58 America, New York. EU negotiators strike deal on Russian oil price cap. The cap, championed by the United States, would deprive the Kremlin of tens of billions of dollars annually. Experts warn that implementation will be difficult. A crude oil terminal near the port city of Nakhodka, Russia.
Washington Post World.
October 5, 4:21 America, New York. Iran summons UK envoy, again, over anti-crackdown complaints. Iran's state media says authorities have again summoned the British ambassador after provocative statements by London officials over Tehran's crackdown on widespread protests. Mirror World News.
October 5, 4:12 America, New York. 25 wedding guests killed after bus carrying their party tumbles down a steep gorge. A group of 45 to 50 people were celebrating a wedding as they rode the bus near Tamari village in India's Uttarakhand region.
Washington Post World.
October 5, 4:07 America, New York. Explainer. A look at famine and its toll as Somalia at risk. Within weeks, a famine could be declared in Somalia, affecting hundreds of thousands of people.
Mirror World News.
October 5, 4:05 America, New York. Mum of 3, beautiful angels, will never return to home where they were killed. Margaret Cash McDonough and her remaining family will never return to their home in Tallaght, Dublin, after children Lisa, 18, and twins Christy and Chelsea Colley, 8, were killed.
Fox World News.
October 5, 3:30 America, New York. Putin signs laws annexing 4 Ukrainian regions of Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson and Zaporizhia. The Russian government officially recognizes the Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson and Zaporizhia regions of Ukraine as Russian territories, completing a week-long process.
BBC News World.
October 5, 3:10 America, New York. Ukraine war. Russia warns U.S. of direct military clash risk. Moscow says U.S. move to send more military aid to Ukraine is an immediate threat to Russia. Time.
October 5, 3:04 America, New York. Horrified and heartbroken. Allegations of abuse shake U.S. women's soccer. For women soccer players around the world, this was supposed to be a moment of celebration. On Friday, the two-time defending World Cup champion United States women's national soccer team will face England, winners of the Euro 2022 tournament, in front of some 90,000 fans at London's Wembley Stadium.
New York Times World News.
October 5, 2:33 America, New York. OPEC members and Russia set to meet as Europe faces energy crisis. Saudi Arabia appears determined to bolster prices and continue coordinating with Russia during the Ukraine war. A municipal worker removing the remnants of a missile, which hit overnight, from the garden of a home in Kramatorsk, Ukraine, on Tuesday.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
October 5, 2:20 America, New York. South Korea apologizes after missile fired in response to North Korea test crashes sparking panic. South Korea's military has apologized after a missile it launched during a joint live fire drill with the United States malfunctioned and crashed, causing alarm among residents of the coastal city of Gangneung. A surface-to-surface missile is fired into the sea off the east coast.
Mirror World News.
October 5, 2:15 America, New York. Potassium iodine pills handed out in Kyiv in preparation of Russian nuclear attack. Kyiv City Council has announced potassium iodine pills, which can help the body withstand nuclear radiation, will be given to residents via evacuation centers.
Fox World News.
October 5, 2 o'clock America, New York. Putin's military mobilization could prove to be major blunder, expert says. Russian President Vladimir Putin is combating widespread unrest for the first time amid the invasion of Ukraine after ordering an unpopular partial mobilization.
BBC News World.
October 5. 1:26 America, New York. Hans Niemann, likely cheated, in more than 100 games, investigation finds. It is likely Hans Niemann has cheated, much more often than he has acknowledged, an investigation finds.